on Monday, like this, hoodlums went back to that community and set houses on fire. We didn't have much record of death. I think whether one or two persons, because the villagers were not on ground. Everybody have scampered for their safety. So that is the situation in that axis. And in a follow-up, I think the governor of Kwara also came to Niger to condole with the governor of Niger State, and also had a closed-door meeting on way forward, how we can partner together to carry out some assignment on that corridor. We know that Kanji National Park is in between Niger and Kwara, and it is a very good one that the two governments are trying to team up together and see what can be done to dislodge these hoodlums in this axis. So it's on a very sad note. We understand, and we knew what really happened in that place. We are aware, and together all security agencies are doing what is expected of us, and I can assure you within a shortest period of time solution will come our way. So moving forward too, we had another sad incident in part of Kontagora. Sad incident in the sense that about 4 persons, and not just 4 persons, our colleagues, our brothers, are non-state actors who work hand in hand with the police. And when I say that, I mean the vigilante. About 4 of them were arrested recently in Kontagora for a case of criminal conspiracy, robbery, and unfortunate culpable homicide of an individual. I think it was reported that on 12th February 2026, report received that one Umar Bingel, about 32 years of Dadin Kowa area of Kontagora, was on his way around Government Day Secondary School, returning home from market. And along the line, he was said to have been abducted to unknown location. And the victim was abducted with his motorcycle and about 1.5 million naira to be proceed of the cows he must have sold in the market. Well, the report came to the police area command in Kontagora, and at the end of the day, the police swung into action, and about 4 vigilante men were arrested. We had Suleiman Umar, we have Tanko Saleh, Rabiu Bako, and Mubarak Haro, all vigilante members of Kontagora area. In the process of the investigation, they mentioned other members who are part of the syndicate that carried out that act. They mentioned one Dambaba and also one Smalley, 26, 27 years of Farin Shinge in Kontagora area. So they mentioned this group of people that have participated in the abduction of this Umar, took him to a location within that Kontagora, killed him, and dumped his body in a pit, and went away with the money and the motorcycle. Well, to the glory of God, the moment these 4 persons were arrested, the further interrogation made them to mention other members of the group, which I just said, Smalley and Dambaba. And these 2 persons ran to Kebi. They escaped to Kebi, but along the line, I think on 15 February, one of the principal suspects, which was Dambaba, was arrested. He led police to the scene where the body was dumped, and the decomposed body of this person was recovered. His motorcycle was recovered, and I think by now they will soon be transferred to State CID for further investigation and prosecution. We have to mention this so that all of us learn from all these incidences. Vigilante men have been wonderful. They have been working with the police hand in hand for the purpose of intelligence gathering, intelligence sharing, information sharing, also assisting the police in the area of local knowledge of our terrain. They knows the community better than us because they are from the community, and again, they've paid a lot of prices in combating crime and criminality. We've had a series of them losing their lives in the line of this job. But when issues like this come up, we must also correct ourselves, and this is why we say vigilante men most times or always they work with the police for guidance, because yes, they don't have the required training, they don't have the required knowledge of the law, and that is why they work hand in hand with the police, and that is why police guide them on ways of rules of engagement and how to do things in line with the standard operating procedures. And we work together, we are fine. But then, nevertheless, we do have some issues like this where some of them who are just being astray, going to commit some issues like this. And this is one of the situations we have seen. Even if this person is suspected to have committed an offense, they are expected to have handed him over to the police for whatever crime he must have been suspected. An investigation will be conducted and it will be cleared whether he has hand in criminality or is a law-abiding citizen. But at the end of the day, this is the situation we found. He was killed, his money was taken away, his motorcycle was taken away. Definitely, this group of people have criminal intent and they have actualized their intention. So it's painful. We just have to mention this, that this is not how the job of crime prevention and protection of life and property is being done. So we appreciate our brothers, vigilante men, who have been working with us tirelessly, ensuring that our communities are safe. But the few elements who are not doing the right thing should please desist. And if you are not ready to serve the people, then you are not worthy of being a member of vigilante. Moving forward, we also had a situation where I think on 2nd of February, where somebody stole a motorcycle in a community. This report was received from Kwamba to a police station in Maje, where a victim, a motorcycle rider, having carried out the job of the day, he parked his motorcycle in his house and he decided to go out to look for what he would take for dinner. Unfortunately, when he returned, he discovered that the motorcycle he just parked in his house, somebody had helped him to move it away. So he quickly raised alarm and reported to police. Police swung into action, interviewed some neighbors, whether they see something unusual around, and luckily one boy, Faiza Ibrahim, was suspected, strongly suspected. And who is this boy? He happened to be a laundry serviceman in that community. He comes around to pick people's clothes, wash, return. So that very day, the witnesses around discovered that they saw Pfizer around, and is strongly suspected to have committed that act. And when he was picked, interrogated, he confessed that yes, he moved into the house and stole the motorcycle away. He led the police to where he hid the motorcycle, and the motorcycle was recovered within Kwamba area there. That is, it can be very funny. That's why they say a criminal may not just have access to a community or a particular house if it's not somebody that knows you well or knows the house. So it's because this gentleman knows the house, knows the people around there. So he got to know that the owner of the motorcycle went out and he was able to move in to pick the motorcycle. We also had a recovery of rifle in Mokwa. Mokwa on 12 February 2026, I think around 5:30 p.m. We got reports from an individual that while they were clearing the environment of Government Teachers College in Mokwa, they stumbled into an iron which looks like a gun in the process of that cleaning. So they recourse to the police division in Mokwa, and the police moved there. And at the end of the day, one SMG rifle was recovered, looking rusty, abandoned by probably suspected hoodlums. So, well, we recovered it to the police station, and we appreciate these people who discovered it and contacted the police. I think we also need to mention this. Recently, we received nothing less than about 6 cases of rape in our community here within the town. Apart from the one in Kotangora, we had one in Pakungu, we had in GRA, we had in B Division Mina. The one received from Kotangora, I think, has to do with one Jafar Mohammed Danlami, who was found to have sexually assaulted 3 girls in an uncompleted building. 3 girls of their ages within 5, 6, 7. This Jafar, about 40 years, was found with these 3 girls in an uncompleted building. He lured them with sweets and promised them to give them this sweet. The 3 of them followed him to that building, and it was about assaulting these girls sexually. I think one of them raised alarm, and passerbys, neighbors, quickly moved in, and they discovered him with these 3 girls. Thank God he has not been able to damage or penetrate any of them, but he has commenced the act of sexual assault. That is attempted sexual assault. So 3 girls were found with him, and he was arrested and taken to police area command in Kotangora, and they were moved to police headquarters in Mina. But the point here is that he had committed a similar offense around June, July last year, arrested, charged to court, but we don't know what played out in court until this one again. It was released then, and that is why he was able to go back to the same act. And look at it now, 3 girls. At that time, it was 1 3-year-old girl I was found with him, but now we had 3 girls. And that is why we say those who commit crime, when they are being taken away from our society, the society gradually becomes a better place. But look at it again, because it was released. Only if not because people, one of them raised alarm and it was discovered. Only God knows what we will have done to these 3 girls. But thank God he's back in custody, and I think as time goes on, it will definitely be taken away from our society. We also got another one, I think, from Pakungu area, where a man was also found with about 5-year-old girl or thereabout. And this one too, they are neighbors. They live within the same compound. If the mother is not around, the girl, he called the girl in and be doing all sorts of things. That is another case. Even in our environment of B Division Mina here, around our backyard here, in B Division, I think a blind man was also found in this act, who is about 59 years of age, was found with a 10-year-old girl. The same pattern, the mother is not around, this man will call this girl into his room, a girl of about 10 years. And it was confessed to that they've been having this for about 3 times. A 10-year-old girl, for that matter, with this man of 59 years, and a blind man who is old enough to be the grandfather of this girl. So we just have to mention this because of the way parents, mother, handles their especially girl child. We know that they are very fragile, they are very sensitive. A lot of any little damage to them can lead to a lot of things. And when we're supposed to monitor, protect them, even if the mother will not be at home, in whose care are you leaving these children to? What is the position of the father? What are their senior siblings doing to ensure that these children are not left in danger? So you shouldn't just trust anybody. This one is your neighbor, this one is your co-tenant. At the end of the day, you come back to hear different story. Within the shortest period of time, we've received about 6 cases, as I mentioned, from GRA, from Pakungu, from Kotangora, B Division Mina here. You can see. And the ages, they are small girls. The highest is this 10 years. You see 5 years, 6 years. So we just have to mention this for our people to understand what is happening around us and to reawaken security consciousness. Don't think that all is well. Things are happening. And when we see situations around, we bring it on board for people to know and learn from the situations. I think the last one, we also recorded a case from Gao Babangida area around Diko, where two persons were said to be on motorcycle. I think within the night period, they were coming from Kaduna Road, and I think around Diko Junction, police patrol team around Boyi, Diko area, where we received a distress call that two persons had an accident because it was night, and definitely there are strangers in that area, because if you are familiar with the terrain, they will know that there are some blockage, diversion, and what have you. So they ran into one of the blockage on the road because it was dark, and suddenly, or unfortunately, one of them died instantly at that location. So people rushed in to see that these are accident victims, what can be done to help them. On getting there, one died and one was still alive. But the situation found there was that a sack was found with them, a sack bag, and immediately that sack bag was checked. We discover 3 guns, 3 AK-47 rifles in that bag, and the police around that Boyi were contacted, moved in, but before you could say Jack Robinson, this thing angered the people, and the second one who was alive was lynched to death. When people want to sympathize to help them, but these are people with dangerous weapons, guns. So who could they be? Where were they coming from? Where would they be going to? So people knows that these are people of bad intentions. But sad, they will have allowed the police to pick the one alive so that we can ask questions. We can investigate further. Who are they? Where did they get this thing? What are they using it for? And it will have allowed us to dig deep and make more achievement, probably arrest more persons, recover more guns, knows where they are coming from, what they are using it for, and other atrocities. But with this, no further efforts can be achieved again. But 3 AK-47 recovered, and about 6 magazines with 104 ammunition discovered in that accident. And this is one of the things the Commissioner of Police have been telling our officers. Stop and search is very important. If checkpoints, if they have met any checkpoint on the way, these people might have been discovered. And I'm very sure that is why they also choose to move at night to probably transport these weapons to wherever they might be going. But however, we are still investigating. The rifles are with the police, and we are thinking of how we can probably dig deep if by analyzing the arms and any other evidences found in that sack. So these are the few reports we have brought up this morning, and these are the few things happening around us. Aside from this, Minna is relatively calm. The police patrol teams, area commander, Minna area commander, Metro, Operation Flush patrol teams will continue to intensify patrol. Visibility will continue to be maintained. We will be everywhere within the town. We know that this is month of Ramadan and period of Lent, and we cannot abandon our duty. We must provide security for our people. We must ensure that the city is calm and continue to be peaceful. Thank you and good morning. While we'll await your contributions, your complaint, and your suggestions. So God bless you and thank you.
All right. All right, thank you, PPRO Asia Abiodun, for that particular one. Do you have any questions for the PPRO?
Yes, aside from the one that affect us.
Okay. Exactly. You didn't make mention of that.
All affect us.
There's a particular one.
There's a very particular one
Yes.
that affect us.
Okay.
Journalists and that.
And I was expecting you to talk about that.
Okay.
One
Yes.
of our members
Mhm.
is, having
Yes.
issues, and so much so that he have to be detained. Talking about Ahmed Lee
Okay.
of Prestige Radio.
Thank you. That is why I say we are here for engagement, and if we roll out reports and probably we omitted anyone, our engagement with the people, stakeholders, we call us back and we give a clearer position of situation. I think on 16, or before that 16, let me say a fellow called Daban submitted a petition or a criminal complaint to the police, which borders on alleged falsehood, defamation of character, and cyberbullying, as it were. When an individual brings a complaint to the police, it is the responsibility of the police to investigate, to avoid thinking that your matter is not being attended to. And the matter has been investigated, and they've been on it until February 6, when Ahmed Lee was invited again. I think it was even in the night before the unit investigating invited him. And to our surprise, he was detained that night. He was already detained before I got to know. Late night, I called, why is this person detained? Can't we get a bail so that come back tomorrow, because the case was supposed to be charged to court. We did everything we could that very night, but we couldn't have a headway until the following morning. I moved into State CID to find out further details about the case, and this is what I got, that there's a petition bordering on these points I've mentioned, these offenses I've mentioned, and the matter is being investigated, that somebody wrote a press release, it was shared, it was published, and the matter is being found to be false and what have you, and the matter is to be taken to court. Fine. So we were going forth and back that morning on the 17th, the following day, and thankfully the chairman of NUJ came in, intervened, and put calls to necessary persons who are also the senior to the complainant. And I think the accused was released on that day, on the second day, which was 17 in the afternoon, while the investigation is ongoing to ascertain the situation at hand. And I think based on the intervention of the NUJ chairman, I think the matter is probably being laid to rest, but further development will be made known to the world. But this is the situation at hand, and this is what happened.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you very much for that one. And also thank you to NUJ for also coming in on this particular one, because I've been particular about NUJ on this particular issue.
The NUJ chairman stepped in.
Yes, he stepped in. All right, beautiful one right there. All right, listeners, right about now we are going to open the phone lines on 091-38579001. So you can call in, and if you have any questions for the Nigerian Police Force via the PPRO. Hello, good morning this morning.
Hello, good morning. My colleague there. You see, I'm a Uthman Jawa Siraja.
Okay.
You see, my problem here is lack of competent prosecution of this in the court presently is one of the things that is increasing the rate of this sensitive, this heinous crime concerning this sexual harassment, rape, let me say it. The numbers of rapists that have been arrested so far now, and the prosecutions that we handle this case are very, very limited. They are very short. And now, what is the fate of these people? You see, the police prosecutors have been relieved of their job, and now they have been relieved of their job as a result of lack of the proper qualification expected of them to prosecute this matter. And now they are there now. To count the numbers of rapists that we have now, there are over 6 to 7, and minor one for that matter. So we don't know what is how far can we go in getting justice for this victim.
All right.
Because the legal department of the CID has only one police prosecutor. It's either in Federal High Court, it's either in State High Court, it's either going to Abuja, and the former prosecutor that are prosecuting this case have been laid off. And now the prisons is now being overcrowded as a result of this shortage of manpower. PPRO, what other alternatives have you people engaged in seeing that justice is speedily attended to?
All right,
justice is speedily attended to, because the prison is already overcrowded now. This ugly development.
All right.
Please.
All right, thank you. I'm Roku PPRO. Ekubela Jimbaba.
If you have this type of question, don't expect impromptu
response.
The PPRO will go back, sit down with the commissioner, brief the commissioner, and they will look into the legal legal department. You know, police have a legal department.
Exactly.
And they'll sort it out.
Exactly.
The prisons are filled with small children. Everybody know that. So, PPRO, you must be allowed to survive.
Exactly. PPRO must survive. Let the PPRO breathe.
Let PPRO
breathe, yes.
Let PPRO, we congratulate you. Congratulate the SSS. Congratulate the military for the wonderful job you people did in Konkoso and Pisa, Kabi area. This is I had a privileged. I send it to you.
Yes.
Those people were given a dirty fight. They got it terrible. And they run into Benin Republic. And from there too, they collected their own. So tell the commissioner, well done.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Ekubela Jimbaba. PPRO, real quick on this rape issue. There was a time that they were supposed to be, shamed publicly. I think there was supposed to be a register for rapists. Sort of. I don't know if it is also applicable in Niger State too.
Well, the prosecution procedure is you make arrest, investigate, and take to the courts. It's the judiciary that decide, having listened to the cases and you have proved your case beyond reasonable doubt. Evidences are clear. Witnesses confirm that this person has committed this offense and are in line with the necessary laws, in line with the extant law. The judiciary pronounce the person guilty and necessary punishment is meted on him. So that is the administration of criminal justice system that we know. But we normally do something before, which we call parade of suspect, but in line with human rights standard, because as we all know, every suspect is presumed innocent until proven guilty in the court. So what if you release somebody's pictures, you posted everywhere that he has committed this offense, and at the end of the day he gets to court and the court says otherwise? So you might be putting yourself in trouble, and the person can come back, press charges that you have announced him as criminal, and at the end of the day in court it is not like that. So what will you do?
Exactly.
So, but that doesn't mean that offenders are not being punished in court. When the case is being proven and is clear, definitely appropriate punishment, sentencing is being announced in the court. So this is what we know.
All right, thank you for that one. Hello, good morning this morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Ramadan Karim to all of you in the studio. I still remain MDL from Kwakungu. PPRO, we need to fast track this issue of these people that rape minor. Honestly, the capital punishment is not there. That is why you can see the issue of raping is lingering. At least look at this man, 59 years old, PPRO. Honestly, this kind of people need to be dealt with. Let them face the music so that the people will learn lesson. And look at this guy being arrested from Kontagora, PPRO. This guy is supposed to be at least in prison. But this guy being released now is being caught again, attempting raping about almost 3 young girls. Please, there should be a capital punishment to all these rapists so that we'll put an end to all this issue of raping.
All right.
That's my take for now.
All right, thank you. Yes, don't forget you can still drop your messages live on the Facebook page and it will be read out live for you. Hello, good morning this morning.
Good morning, gentlemen in the studio. Baba, good morning, and the PPRO.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. I want to commend you people, especially the Commissioner of Police and you, for a very good job well done, and the Nigerian Police Force, Niger State Command. Honestly, you people are doing very well.
Thank you.
And we appreciate and commend you people again. There is a little complaint. I've been looking for a number. My name is Silas. I've been looking for a number because mostly those vigilante people, there is one particularly some two police, one policeman will pick some vigilante and go for a legal duty here in Minas, the state capital. Because I witnessed one myself one day. I'm coming back, and when I asked, I decided to ask the policeman from A Division. His name is John. He used to pick some vigilante and they will go towards those mobile side, Kasongwali side, do illegal duty. And now when they arrest you, they will find place and settle. And the other day, he was almost to be a crisis. in Kasongwari. I'm about to pass and I saw and I asked, I say, how is it? They say it's a particular police he used to do like that. Come and arrange these people with vigilantes. So people, I beg, the PPRO, you are
Do you
very
know his name?
good
Do you know
person.
his name?
The name?
Yes, in entire division.
What's the name
So
of the
please,
officer?
sir,
The name of the officer.
Officer, his name.
the name of the officer is John.
Okay,
Yes,
Mr. John.
mostly he used to do that. You pick one or two people vigilante and country. So please, you people should take note because tomorrow you people are doing work. Those kind of people will be spoiling your work. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. All right, 09138579001. Hello, good morning this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Ibile Oji. Good morning, Usman Apaya. Good morning, the PPR Wasi Abiodun.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Fidime, Mr. Dikunle. I'm calling from Minna. I want to start and appreciate Wasi Abiodun. Since his own session in Niger State as a PRO, you have been friend of media, educating the people, enlightening people, especially on the good work Nigeria Police is doing in Niger State Command. We appreciate you, and may Allah continue supporting you and strengthening you with your commissioner. And I still want to use this medium to please call on Niger State government to support Nigerian police, especially Niger State Command, to do beyond what you people are doing. And lastly, PPR, I want to ask, do we still have law that penalize raper in Nigeria? If we have this law, if this law is still functioning, is it still working? Because this issue of rape, it's like it's getting out of hand, especially within the northern axis. So please, it's right time the judiciary and Nigerian police should be able to work together so that at least we can stop this mess within our community and our society, so that we have better society at hand.
Right.
Thank you, Usman Apaya.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adekunle, for that one. All right, more calls. Hello, good morning this morning.
Good morning, Ebile Oji. Good morning, Papa. Good morning, Ogatiano.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning. My name is Indashi.
Welcome.
I complain on Tuesday. I was still complaining.
Okay.
The issue of this our youth, they follow Governor Kwambo with bike. The governor, they follow and allow this bypass to do the Kura. You see those boys, they run with jeep. But look at the security men on non-stop way. Why are they not stopping them? They are risking their life. Because you can't compare the speed of the jeep and the bike. Okay. Even the polymer that they are creating is not giving them the same kilometer. Police and police. They're very dangerous.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Okay. Hello. Good morning. This morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
Morning, Bileoji.
Yes.
Good morning, Peter.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, kudos to you for a very good job the Nigerian police has been doing. All right. I want to go to your notice. An incident that happens around Emma Street.
Okay.
It involves these local miners. You see them every morning around between 6:30 7 a.m. You see them coming out with bags and sacks on their heads. They just kept excavating the soil around that place. In fact, it has become a very, very serious. Every morning you see them in their numbers, male, females, between the ages of 12 to like 17. In fact, this morning, I'm taking my kids to school, I still saw them. And most times, they even excavate dump in the drainage along that artery.
Behind them, I was Shishi?
Just at the front of them, around the fence area there.
Okay.
So you see them, it's a regular occurrence now. So please, rains are about to come now. When you know it now, the drainages will be blocked and all that. Please,
all right.
It's very good their activities are checked.
All right, thank you. All right, I think we have time for two more calls. Yes, all right, 09138579001. Hello, good morning this morning.
Good morning. My name is Ambassador Gibu the Challenger. I'm calling you from Tudun, Fulani City.
All right.
PRO, good morning, sir.
Good morning,
PRO, there is this thing that is bothering me with police. But it's not all police that always do this. It's some few. Like now, a policeman is summoning you. You understand, to the police station. He will come and tell you a different lie that you should come over. when you go over, what he told you when he came is different than what he's telling you in the station. So please, you know me, I'm looking up to policemen as a role model. So it happened to me and I was not happy. He told me a different thing, and when I get there, it was a different case entirely, and I was not really happy. So I don't know when some of our policemen have started lying, because me, I hate lies. So please, PPRO,
I think you've read the case.
Noted.
Thank you. Thank you. 091385790001. Hello, good morning this morning. Yes, good morning.
My name is Haruna. I'm calling in from Tuga.
All right.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Abiodun, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, you are the most respected PPRO we have ever had, Niger State, after Mr. Ogoche around 2008.
Thank you, sir.
Was also serving here. He was very active like you. We highly appreciate your efforts.
Thank you, sir.
At least you are flushing out a lot of atrocity within the metropolis. But I have a little observation, sir.
Okay, sir.
I'm so sorry to observe it this way, regards to, we are living in internet world now, where if anybody offend, you'll be easily air out for the public seeing and his pictures, all that. So please, I want to advise that if offenders are being arrested,
yes,
they should be screened, because there's some
This is the deserts of Inner Mongolia, where wind and solar power is expanding at breakneck speed. Here they are creating what is known as a great wall of solar power to hold back the increasing desert.
So out of the screening,
they even grow grasses underneath these solar panels. But
maybe
here, along with the rest of the country, the stats are extraordinary. In some months in 2025, engineers in this country were installing 100 solar panels every single second.
So please, I'm advising that you should please work on that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. And on our Facebook page, we have Are Adebayo Ezekiel Olariwaju saying, please, sir, help us tell your men whenever they are going on the road, citizens should not be intimidated with cane. The road is wide enough for them to pass. Thanks. All right. So you reply or what?
Message.
That's just the only message on Facebook.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you to everyone for your contribution, observation towards making the society better. Let me start with this issue of prosecution. As the first caller talks about competent prosecution of suspects, he also raised observation about the lay prosecutors that were suspended, and looking at the capacity of our legal department. This issue came up sometimes back, where I said that the police command is working with the Ministry of Justice, most especially the Attorney General, Commissioner of Justice in the state, to see how modalities can be put in place towards ensuring effective prosecution of cases in court. And I remember I said that as soon as the police command partner with the Ministry of Justice, this issue will be resolved, and meaningful engagements can be carried out with the CJ, so that we don't want a situation whereby this situation at hand will be benefiting the suspect, the criminal element, whereby they will be evading prosecution and going scot-free. Prosecution should not be made a subject of bottleneck, whereby criminals are using the technicalities and the processes to go away. So I'm very sure, and as it has come up again this morning, I will definitely table it before the Commissioner of Police that we are still having these challenges of effective prosecution of suspects in court, due to this issue of lay prosecutor, so that the Attorney General can look into it. If we are having bottlenecks, if we are having challenges, the Attorney General can approach the CJ and see how we can partner together and see how competent prosecution of suspects can be ensured, most especially as it affects these cases of rape and sexual assault. Somebody talks about the punishment. There are laws. I've mentioned it here several times. We have child rights law. We have Violence Against Persons Act, and even our penal code, the penal code of Niger State. So all these laws are there. They are instruments, they are tools of prosecution of these offenders. But it's just the technicalities, and some of the responsibility. For example, if those who are victims, what I mean by the victims, the complainant side, if they are not coming forward, if they are not forthcoming in the court to tell the judge their own stories, to present the necessary document, because you can't just take a suspect to court and the parties affected are not coming forward to explain their own part. So definitely the court will have no choice than to throw out the case, because if the prosecution is not successful, and that is when you see suspects coming out and people will not know what played out in court. Okay, we have arrested the suspect, you have charged the person to court. It goes beyond just charging to court. After charging to court, what is the follow-up process? You see the family. I've just mentioned this one of Kotangora. A case is not just being decided in a day. It's been adjourned for the next hearing. Then are the families being sponsored to come to court? The victims, the medical papers, the witnesses, all these are being put together as the processes before the court can take decision on this so-called suspect. And at the end of the day, if these processes are not being put in place, you see that the court takes the decision and strike out the case sometimes. So it is about all of us coming together to play our part. The ministry doing their own, the police doing their own, and when I mean ministry, the Ministry of Justice, they assist the police in prosecution, and the parties, the complainant, the victims, the witnesses, the evidence, the medical report, all are being presented, and you see that the prosecution will be smooth as it used to be. So the punishment are there. I've just mentioned the tools being used in ensuring prosecution of these offenders. It's just the processes and the technicalities that sometimes used to be the bottleneck. Talking about John A Division Mina, I will draw the attention of DPO A Division to this. In as much, even if we talk about lack of manpower and what have you, yes, we understand vigilante men work with us, but yes, people will suspect when you just see a policeman with about 3 vigilantes doing one thing or the other. And at the end of the day, if you make arrest, it is expected that that person is taken to police station. Yes. When people sees you on the road bargaining and begin to do a kind of settlement arrangement, then it calls for suspicion, and it's definitely illegal. So even if Mr. John is working with vigilante and making arrest, such arrest must be taken to the police station. Nevertheless, I will draw the attention of the DP, at least even if we can have 2 to 3 policemen working with vigilantes now, but any effort for crime prevention, for crime detection should be taken to the police station. There's no roadside police station arrangement. Ndache talks about motorcycles with the governor's convoy. The governor is a man of people. If the governor is moving and the people loves the governor and cheering the governor, trying to identify with His Excellency, when there is people, they are the subject of the governor. If the governor wants them to stop, the security men around the governor's convoy can ensure that could be stopped. But if your people are appreciating you, they love you, they are running around with you and identifying with the governor, I don't think it's an offense.
And even if the principal is okay with what is happening.
What is happening? It's just like Mr. Apaya now, going on the street and being an on-air personality. A lot of people begin to cheer him, and he's having time to joke and laugh with them. Will I go and arrest him? Say, why are you doing this? So I understand your point.
And
but
the governor have a security details.
That's what I'm saying. There are security men around the convoy of His Excellency. If the governor want that to be stopped, they can do that. But if these are lovers of His Excellency and they choose to identify with the governor, cheer him up, and appreciate his effort, why not? So it's a good thing, but I understand your point. It is noted, and we'll still discuss with the CSO and to confirm the situation further. Illegal miners around MI Wushishi is noted. It has been ongoing. It's a major challenge, and we'll still re-emphasize on it to our patrol team to please beam more searchlights in that area. Mr. Gable talking about telling me a different thing. That is why we say nobody is perfect, and that is why we also agree that when there are shortcomings or when you are not satisfied with certain services of the police, reach out to us, call us, let us know your complaint, identify the policeman. We can call them to order and correct them where they are going wrong. So, but thank you, noted. But if you can call us later, let me know which of the police you had that encounter with, what happened. Let me have the details so that we can talk to the policeman. This is unprofessional conduct, and it can be addressed and corrected for future sake. Offenders should be screened. Yes, this is a very wonderful observation, because as I say, we normally carry out raid, we visit black spots, hideouts, we raid a lot of people, but it does not mean that all these people arrested are criminals. It does not mean that all these people arrested have committed one offense or the other. That immediately that mass arrest is being carried out, we used to do what we call screening of suspects. We'll interview you, we'll search you, we'll conduct screening. If you don't have any incriminating item and you don't have any connection to these people arrested, definitely you are allowed to go. But when you are seen with incriminating items and you were found with some of those things that you cannot explain and you cannot give satisfactory account of yourself, it makes you a suspect. We do carry out screening. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right. I want to say a very big thank you to the PPRO Asio Abiodun for coming in this morning to give our Nigerians highlights on the security situation in and around the state capital and our Nigeria at large. Very big thank you for coming in. And that is the much we can take on the program today. So I think, Mr. Paya, anything?
Nothing.
All right. So, Mr. PPRO?
Thank you. Just to say thank you to our people, and we appreciate your contribution. Continue to partner with us, and we shall continue to serve you better. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Ramadan Kareem.
All right, Ramadan Kareem, and bye. Till we see you again tomorrow.